This week we went around the school asking teachers questions.
The question was, why do they want to become a teacher?
Here are some of their answers.
Become a teacher.
I became a teacher because in my education growing up, I had a lot of teachers who did not really make a connection with students. And I didn't want students to kind of go through K through 12 education in a way that I did. It wasn't very beneficial for me. I didn't really enjoy school, so I kind of wanted to be that person who provided inspiration to make a difference in students' worlds. So that's kind of why I came.
Why did you decide to start teaching?
Actually, I wasn't going to be a teacher. I originally started out as an exercise science major with a degree in sports medicine athletic training. But in college, I struggled with trigonometry several times, and I was on scholarship and had to maintain my scholarship. So I went to my counselor and asked what an easy major transfer would be, and it was phys ed and health. And I figured I had a pretty good experience in high school with it. I enjoyed it, and I definitely don't regret that decision.
Why did you want to become a teacher?
Because my grandfather said it was the greatest job in the world. And also because I get to compete with Mr. Ladner for field day, and all the 8-3 kids get to look at his face when we win.
Become a teacher here at Kimpton Teachers.
I became a teacher at Kimpton Middle School because in high school I had a really great art teacher who influenced me, and I wanted to be that same influence for my students.
It's awesome.
Why did you become a teacher?
I became a teacher because I had had a couple previous careers prior to this. I started teaching a little late, and I'd always coached, I'd always worked with kids, and I'd always wanted to do this. So I just kind of felt like it was the right time. And as I said, I started a little late with it, so I'm a little behind in the times, but I just really enjoyed working with this age of kids, whether it was out on the fields or the courts, whatever it was. So that's how I wanted to become a teacher.
So why did you want to become a librarian and work with children?
Well, it was a teacher first, and my favorite part of teaching English was working with students and books and research, and that's how I ended up as a librarian.
Why did you start teaching?
This is my second career. My first career I was a computer programmer, and that job afforded me the time to go into my son's math classes and teach some math classes when they were in the elementary grade, and I thought, this is pretty fun. So quit my job, went back to school, got my education degree, and was fortunate enough to land my a job here at Stoughton in River Falls.
Go.
What was the reason you wanted to be a teacher?
Well, I always loved math, and I had a great middle school and high school experience because of some wonderful teachers I had. So I wanted to give other adolescents that same experience.
Why did you want to become a teacher?
Well, I went to college to become an attorney, but I ended up taking an education class, Education 101. And the first day I went to a school in East Cleveland, they asked if I could stand up and teach a lesson. Well, on a whim I did. It was very easy to talk with kids. And I started coaching kids in Stowe when I was 16 years old. And it always just came very easy to me. And it was fun, so I decided to become a teacher.
Why did you want to become a teacher?
I thought it would be a lot of fun. I enjoy kids. I enjoy the subject science. And I just wanted to make a difference in the world.
Why did you start teaching?
I got into teaching so that I could coach players in football and basketball, and I also got into it because I enjoy working with kids.
So why did you start teaching?
I worked in a group home. That's boys who get in trouble with the law, and I had to help them learn to read. That's why a lot of them were in trouble. They couldn't get jobs, they couldn't fill out applications. And one boy that I taught how to read said, "I wish you had been my teacher." I said, "What grade?" He said, 6th. And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because that's when I dropped out of school." I said, "Well, you never dropped out of school." He said, "Right here." He said, "If you had been my teacher, you wouldn't have dropped out." And I decided right then to become a teacher.
What's the reason that you started teaching?
I started teaching because there were several teachers in my life that really helped me out, and I think started getting me going the right direction. After early on I was going kind of the wrong direction, and I wanted to be that type of influence in some other kids' lives.